everybody, Weeb here, and today I'm checking out a title called Cruis'n Blast. Now, if Cruis'n sounds familiar to you, you're thinking, wait a minute, Cruis'n, and it's some sort of a race game, that sounds familiar. That's because Cruis'n, you might remember from back in the day of the arcades, there was all those games like Cruis'n USA, Cruis'n World, etc. And I believe it was also on the N64. I believe there was a port of, I want to say one of those games, one or the other. And yeah, Cruis'n is just one of those series that is licensed by Nintendo, but unfortunately I feel like a lot of people don't really know about that, and Nintendo never really does anything with it, etc. But that's why when I saw that this game was coming out for the Switch, I was excited, because I think the Cruis'n games are really fun. They're just these like really easy to jump into racing games, and the levels are always really bright and colorful, and there's things happening, etc. So without further ado, I'm excited to check this out. So let's dive in and let's see what the game has to offer.
Welcome to Death Valley.
Alrighty guys, so the first level I decided to play was Death Valley, and of course I am checking out the course, I'm checking out the mode called Classic Arcade. So if you ever played this game in an arcade, like I said, during like the 90s, early 2000s, and etc., this is supposed to be kind of like a continuation of that. And let me tell you, as I was getting this ready, as I was picking my car and like the course and everything, it just brought me back, because I swear they have like the same aesthetic, it's just like really similar and stuff. And so yeah, this is just like pretty fun so far. And as you can see, I think the game looks good. I think the game looks really like colorful, really cool. I think it runs well. Definitely feels like it controls well too. So I am definitely having fun with it so far. You know what I mean? So right now I'm in 8th though. That's where I do need to do a little better. But let's try to use some boosts and see if I can get ahead a little bit. Gotta be a little bit aggressive in these games. And luckily, unlike other racing games, Cruis'n, I remember it always seemed to reward you for being aggressive. I know there's other racing games where if you're aggressive, they kind of punish you, unfortunately. But yeah, I remember Cruis'n being pretty, they like you when you're aggressive. You crash into cars and try to like get them off the road and stuff. Oh, look at that. So I think that's why it's called Blast. Because yeah, I think they added like, these over the top, you can destroy other cars, which is really cool. Oh, that is really cool. That is a cool set piece. Yo, that is awesome. Oh, look at that, look at that. Oh, can I get first? Come on. Yo, there's like so much happening. That's so cool. Like just for picking Death Valley, which sounded like it was gonna be like a boring level. Look at all these things that are happening. It's just so cool. Yes, got first place. Awesome.
First place.
That was pretty good. That was epic. Alright, WR takes first place. Awesome. And yeah, from what I saw, as I was getting the thing ready too, as I was setting up my car and stuff, it looks like what's fun about like the console version versus like an arcade version. Arcade version, you kind of just play, whatever. I know some of them, they do let you kind of level up your car a bit, but it's not like a big deal. Here, it looks like it really is a big deal to, it's a big deal to actually upgrade your car, do different things to it and stuff, so. Alright, so let's put resume. Hopefully that lets me pick another race.
Welcome to Rio de Janeiro.
Alright, so this time I picked a nighttime course, as you can see, and this time I'm driving a big, giant gold Hummer. Yeah, I'm just, it looks like if you put Classic Arcade, it looks like there's like 6 levels, I think I want to say. I don't know if you can unlock more if that's it, but honestly, even if that's it, there's other modes and stuff to try out. So if it feels like they go by too quick, I might check out some of the other modes to show you guys. But yeah, like I said, this just feels really good. It controls really well. I think it sounds good, looks good. I don't know, it just feels like playing, I don't know, I remember playing, I don't remember if it was, like, once again, I don't remember if it was Cruis'n World or Cruis'n USA back on the N64. And it was just so fun having like the console gaming at home. And I remember having like a lot of fun with it, and this just like takes me back because it just feels so fun playing this. But as I said, like the visuals are just so like they're updated. You know, everything was back then was all pixely and stuff, and here, I mean, I'm not saying it's like perfect, but it just looks so much nicer. It's just like really cool. So I'm just having like a lot of fun with this. So I'm trying to. Yeah, that's something I like too. I like how they added the whole like exploding your enemies' cars or whatever, like blasting them. It just feels so satisfying to just like bust their cars. You know what I mean? So right there, I did mess up a little bit. I'm gonna get up against the wall, but hopefully I can make it up. I want to try to get first place again. That'd be great. But I guess we'll have to see. Come on, let me try to get first place. I'm so close. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, I think I got first place again. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I had fun with this. This is really, really fun. I love it so far. And like I said, I haven't even like upgraded my cars or done anything like that yet. But I'm sure that once you do that, that's probably like, really fun too. So. All right. I don't know what the leveling up does. It keeps telling me like I'm like leveling up, but I don't. I'm leveling the car up. I don't know what that does though. But all right, let's try at least one more course from the classic, and then we might try a different mode. So let me see what other course I pick real quick.
Welcome to Singapore. Ready, set, go!
All right, so for my third course, as you can see, I picked Singapore. And this one seems like it has the most going on, while other ones were just, you know, during the daytime, or one was, you know, the previous one was at nighttime. This one just has like a whole storm going, so that's kind of cool. I think that's a pretty cool aesthetic. And yeah, I was checking, there are 5 courses in the classic mode. 3 of them, like I said, are in the day, 1 of them is at night, and this one is during like a rainstorm, which is pretty fun. And yeah, I think that's about right. I think when you play in the arcade, there are about, you know, like, I want to say there usually are about like 5 or 6 levels to choose from, and that's not even including the fact that there's still other modes to check out, so I think that's a pretty good amount of levels and stuff. Now, if they were to add more with like DLC, I think that would be awesome. I'm not sure if they do that, but if they were going to, like, that would be great, obviously. But if not, you know, 5 levels isn't too bad. You know, this looks like the kind of game that you jump into, maybe play with friends, you know, that sort of thing, so I think it's fun. Alright, so we're in 6th place. I'm going to try to get ahead. After this jump, I'm probably going to use some of that boost. Yeah, see, this is what I saw in one of the previews during like one of the directs or whatever, and that's when I saw this game was coming to Switch, and I was like so excited because it just looks so cool the way you like crash through stuff. You just crash into like buildings and all sorts of crazy stuff, and yeah, I'm just telling you, it feels like a natural progression of like the original games. So I'm just like really excited that they, you know, decided to just make another game or whatever. All right, perfect. I'm kind of disappointed we didn't actually go in the storm. I was actually hoping we would go in the actual like tornado itself or whatever. So that's kind of disappointing, but it's whatever. And yeah, another thing I saw is that as you're unlocking keys and money, there are other cars you can get too. So in case you're wondering, like, that's what brings you back. There's just a lot of stuff you can unlock and stuff too, which is really cool. Alright, so yeah, I have like 3 cars, the Corvette, the Hummer, and the... How was the first one? Like an Eldorado, I think? So each of them is, you know, leveled up halfway. Don't really know what happens when you get to a different level. Maybe it makes it faster, that sort of thing. But yeah, that's the classic mode. As you can see, it's pretty standard stuff. But let me go check out a different mode now. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, so this course might look a little familiar because it's the Rio de Janeiro one again, but what's different is that this time instead of classic arcade, I put the mode that's called Tour, where basically you're supposed to do a Cruis'n tour, and from what I saw, it looks like it's going to be pretty cool, where basically like you compete for like first place cup, and you do 4 races, and I guess you get like whoever gets like the best score wins or whatever. And just looking at like a preview of the unlock list, it looks like there's 6 different tours you can do, and it looks like each one has like 4 different levels. So if you're worried about there not being a lot of levels, I think it's not just like the ones that were in the arcade. I think there's more in just this mode itself, I think. Or at least they like remixed them or something. So it looks like there's definitely plenty of content, which is pretty exciting. Like I saw something involving dinosaurs that got me really hyped. I'm hoping I run into that soon enough. But that looked pretty exciting, so. Alright, so far I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing 4th. God, I don't see the person that's in 1st though. They're like way ahead. That's something I do kind of get annoyed about the games a little bit. If you guys know anything about racing games, it's called like rubber banding, or just, I don't know. There's different terms for like different racing stuff. But yeah, there's different things that are kind of annoying like that, where it's like you're already at your max speed, but somehow the opponents are able to like go faster and outrace you and stuff, which is kind of annoying. Like right there, it took quite a bit just to catch up to the first place guy. But luckily, it looks like I am really gonna get first, so all's well that ends well. There we go, perfect.
First place.
Alright, Carnival Joyride's what they call it this time around. And yeah, this is supposed to be the night tour, so it looks like all the levels are going to be at night from what I saw. So that's kind of cool. Alright, yeah, I was like raking in a bunch of money. I haven't even like tried using any of it yet. But yeah, I guess I'm going to have plenty of money for when I need it. There we go. Okay, so level 2. Oh, because that's what you can do. You can unlock neon. Okay, so you can unlock like different customization for your car. That's pretty cool. Alright, so the second course is HK 2089, and I don't remember there being a Hong Kong level in the classic mode or whatever. There was the Singapore level, but that's supposed to be like, obviously different. So there you go, this is what I mean, where I think there's just things that are only in the tour mode. So that's kind of cool that they save some things for the different modes. You know what I mean? Yeah, so this one I can already see the gimmick. There's going to be oil everywhere, which tries to slow you down. So basically, it's just don't get tricked. Don't fall into the oil. Which so far, I'm doing all right. Oh, actually, never mind. I'm in 7th place. I thought I was way ahead. My bad. All right, I have some catching up to do. All right. So I'm in 5th place. I'm catching up. I mean, if I could get 1st place in every course, that would be awesome. But obviously, it's not always possible, Sometimes things can get kind of hard or whatever, so. Alright, so I'm remembering from what I saw in the loading tips, it says if you double press the acceleration, yeah, you do stunts and stuff. I totally remember that, actually. I remember when I would drive in the arcades, I would always just be mashing the acceleration button because I wanted the car to do the little tricks or whatever, the wheelies and stuff, so there we go. Alright, so 3rd place. I'm not doing too bad. But yeah, it's time to jump into 1st if I can. There we go. Let's win this. Boom. Alright, perfect.
1st place.
Alright, so I'm doing pretty good so far. And the difficulty so far has felt fair. You know what I mean? It's felt fair where, you have to, actually catch up. You have to know when to use the boost and stuff, so far, not bad. But I do wonder if it gets, harder as you go on,
Ready, set,
Alright, so this was just called Night Riders, which is really mysterious. Don't really know where I'm at or anything. It's just called Night Riders, but I believe it's supposed to still be close to where I was because it looked like I was supposed to be in Hong Kong, right? And then on the map, it just showed he went a little bit south. So I don't know, maybe we're still in Asia somewhere. But yeah, this is really cool. Love how everything's really bright and neon. I think that's really awesome. Really cool aesthetic. Oh, I'm drifting. Nice. Oh, so you get a boost depending on how much you drift. I did not know that. So that's pretty cool. This game has a lot of mechanics, actually. So that's actually pretty cool. so this is about to end. Oh, that one was really short. Okay, that... Yeah, I got second. Maybe if I had prepared a little bit, I could have gone first. But that one ended really quick. As you can see, it was only 50 seconds to get through it. And usually all the other ones are like a minute and a half to like 2 minutes. Okay, so that one, you know, I was not expecting it to end that quick. But luckily I have 2 first places and a second. So I think I should still be in the running, obviously, for, you know, that cup or whatever. Alright, so here's our last race, and it's called Wild Safari. For sure, we're supposed to be somewhere in Africa, which is, I think it's really fun. I remember, I think it was Cruis'n World. If I remember, there was like a level with like elephants and all sorts of animals and stuff, so that takes me back. And yeah, as I said, I mean, unfortunately, the last level was really short, which I didn't expect. But I have 2 first places and a second. I think hopefully I should still be in the running for first place, you know, for that trophy or whatever. Alright. Yeah, like, look at all the stuff that's happening. This is what I love about the Cruis'n games. Like, I know they're not sophisticated as something like Forza or whatever, but I don't know, it's just, you know, sometimes, you know, it's kind of cool playing something that's really realistic, that sort of thing, but sometimes just having like a fun, arcadey racing game, it just like hits the right spot, you know what I mean? Like, there's just something about like a really like arcadey game. Look at all this. So there's just animals running everywhere, and everything's just like really colorful. There's just something about that that's really fun too. You know what I mean? Like sometimes the game doesn't have to be super realistic to be like a lot of fun. Come on, I know the exit. I know the end is supposed to be close. Come on. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Can I still get first place? Yes.
First place.
Alright, so that's 3 first places and 1 second place. I would think that should be enough to get like, a trophy or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if it's like Mario. I don't know if it shows like some sort of like a trophy celebration or whatever. So I guess we'll see right now. Yeah, all that money, still raking it in. Perfect. Okay, that's it. So it just tells you that you completed the tour. It just says complete. And... okay, cool. There is like a little award ceremony thing. Awesome. Oh, that's fun. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. Alright, but do I still, like... did I have to get all first places? Okay, no, it still counts. I still get the gold cup. Nice. Okay, so yeah, there you go. So that's why I was going to say that, you know, from what I saw, it looks like once you beat one of them, that unlocks the rest. And you just go from there. And like I was saying, I'm not going to play through them. That way you guys can experience them yourself. You guys can be surprised. But there's a night tour, escape tour, some sort of a storm tour, a chopper tour, a dino tour, which that's the one I'm really excited for, and some sort of a UFO tour. So that's what I'm saying. It's not just the levels that we saw, I guess, in the classic mode. It looks like there are other things going on all over the world in different areas. So I think that's really fun. You know, there's all sorts of levels and all sorts of things going on you don't expect. So I think that's really cool. Alrighty, so I'll meet you guys back in the main menu in one moment. Alrighty guys, there you go. I think that's a pretty good little look at Cruis'n Blast. As I said, I had a ton of fun with it, both using the arcade mode, both doing the tours, etc. And it looks like there's just so much to do. Just to show you guys two menus real quick, for instance, there's single player, there's multiplayer, which I think is supposed to be online, there's local play, extras. Yeah, I just, like, you know, it keeps track of everything you've done, which is pretty fun. When you go to single players, I was talking about, there's the Cruis'n Tour, where you compete for gold in 4 different races, and then from there you unlock different tours. There's classic mode, which feels exactly like the arcade mode, where you just do, you know, 5 of the levels, just race through them, etc. There's time trials, those are always fun once your cars are upgraded and you feel really familiar with the courses. And there's singles race, where if you just want to race a track just for the heck of it, just for fun, just to get used to it, there's that. So there's definitely a lot of options. And like I said, it looks like there's a lot of customization, stuff like that to keep you going. if you saw during the race, I was collecting money, I was collecting keys, etc. It looks like that unlocks all sorts of different cars and upgrades and things for the cars, like accessories and stuff. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the game. I think that it is really fun. Definitely, just like I said, it's definitely something that I've been like itching for. Just like a really robust, fun arcade racer, because there has been like a lot of arcade racers, but I don't know, Cruisn's just special, you know? So I'm having a lot of fun with it. I recommend it if you have that itch for like an arcade racer. And yeah, it just came out, as we're recording it, it came out earlier this week for the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, if you have a Nintendo Switch and you want to have like a racer, maybe you want something else besides Mario Kart, this might be something fun to pick up, you know? Like I said, especially if you have that nostalgia for playing Cruis'n in one of the arcades or something, you know, this might be for you. So there you have it, guys. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. This has been Weeb Rabbit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully you guys might, you know, consider picking the game up. And with that being said, I'm out. Have a good one. Bye-bye.